Hi. I know exactly what I want to talk about, but the words are just not flowing, and I refuse to try to fake it. So I'm gonna just talk exactly how I feel about what's happening right now, and that is unsurety. Okay, cool. I love myself. I love myself a lot. A lot of people who know me would say that about me. That's usually one of the ways they define me, I think. And I realized that I didn't really love myself that much growing up, and it's not really anybody else's fault but myself. Do you believe it's right to love yourself?
No. Well, wait, do I think it's right?
Yes.
I think it's right, yeah.
I grew up in church, and then thinking about loving yourself made me feel wrong. Like it felt like it was sinful almost, like pride or arrogance or something. And so because I connected the two of them, I decided that, I'm going to try not to love myself because I don't want to be proud. And then I got proud. And it felt nice. It does. It feels good. Not because it's right per se, but because a part of it is loving yourself. Maurice, do you love yourself?
Of course.
You love yourself the right way. It's just that the reaction to loving yourself is displayed in a wrong way. So then, because of many different things, drugs included, I learned just how dangerous pride and arrogance is, and I do not want that to be a part of my life anymore. I am a human being, and like I said, I love myself, so obviously there's going to be some pride and arrogance involved in that sometimes, because we are all imperfect beings. But I'm not gonna stop loving myself. I really figured out the beauty of what loving yourself means because of my current relationship.
Can you stop staring at yourself?
I think most of the times, depending on where I am spiritually, I feel ugly, if that makes any sense.
Donuts.
For someone who grew up in a spiritual environment or Christian environment, it kind of puts me in a place where if I feel I'm not living life to a certain standard, then I develop insecurities about myself.
Lighting is perfect. If I have enough money to buy any food I want whatsoever, and she lets me cook for her every day, I will research what kind of foods are good for whatever blood type. What is her blood type? What's your blood type? So because I love her, I will go through all of this to try to make sure she's nourished as best as possible, But when it comes to me, I just get some processed meat and cheese and butter or mayo and just eat that. Or just cook rice and stew chicken or something. No thought into it or anything, just eat anything. I want what's best for her, but then I clearly don't love myself enough to do what's best for me, I should be caring a lot more about what I eat. Oh my goodness, the battery. So I should be caring a lot more about what I eat, but I don't. And that's just one aspect, but there's more. I just need to go get another battery and come back.
If you don't have love for yourself as a person, it's kind of impossible to have love for anything else, because you have to have a level of self-respect, and you have to have a pretty decent self-esteem to have, I guess, a better outlook on life, and it really helps to love yourself before you love anybody else, I guess.
You will see Christmas time. Christmas time in a treat for Christmas time. And we know it.
Anyway, where was I? Loving yourself means taking care of yourself, and it's not even necessarily about trying to take care of yourself, it'll just start happening naturally.
Also the fact that I made donuts and I put on a bunch of weight. So, changes as a woman, and I think a lot of women go through that, especially when you hit age 30, 31, where your body is changing, your hormones are all over the place. Being confident in what you've become, because being 105 pounds more than half of my life, and then now at 160, I can tell you the rest. You know, it's really challenging adjusting to this new voluptuousness of, you know, most people would see me and say you're not fat, but I know where I came from. Trust me, that's a lot of weight that I put on. So then there's that. So that comes from feeling, yeah, it makes me feel ugly.
I look at a lot of self-help stuff, but also learn as much as possible about human behavior and how certain actions affect certain things and so forth, so that I can make the best decisions possible, because I love myself. I just need to love myself more to actually start taking care of my body. Loving yourself means your mental health would be exceptional. I do say negative things to myself sometimes, a lot actually. But you know what happens? I don't believe it. And even if I do, I know that it's something that could be fixed. And if it can't be fixed, then that's just something I have to live with. So I'm not gonna stress myself about it, because I love myself enough to give myself grace, give myself mercy, you know? Like, instead of just beating up myself for every single wrong thing I do, I could do a wrong thing and yeah, I could start beating up myself, but then the love I have for myself is going to be like, nah, let's just try again. Let's see another way that this could be done. And when the Bible says love your neighbor like yourself, I get that. I get that now. You see, an interpretation that was given to me about that verse is, oh, it's just because we love ourselves too much. So, you know, Jesus was just like, oh, because you love yourself so much, why not love somebody else that way? But I don't think that's what it is. I think the Bible really does teach to love ourselves, but not love ourselves in arrogance, but love ourselves in like a pure way.
But there are times that you do feel love for yourself.
Yeah, but it's not like a physical attraction. You know, some persons like you will look in your camera and be like, oh, handsome. No, it's not like that for me. It's like when I do things, the things that make me feel beautiful, it's weird, but when I pay my workers, I'm like, oh God, that felt great, you know, and I feel like such a good person. I love kids, and when I spend time with kids and teaching them and so on and so forth, which is another part of my personal life that a lot of people don't know about. I have a lot of the kids in my neighborhood around my house, and they're always coming for donuts and stuff. There's some of them who are less fortunate that if I cook a big pot, I share for the entire neighborhood as long as the kids come around. Stuff like that makes me feel like a beautiful person. And you know, a lot of people are always like, you're so nice and whatever. And for me, I don't think about it until people say it, and then when people say it, I'm like, oh well, I guess I'm not that bad after all.
So helping others makes you love yourself.
Yes. Because it's honestly, a sense of purpose. Honestly,
I believe that's everybody's life purpose, is to help people.
I believe so too. Yeah.
Thank you.
Which is one of the reasons I need to go back to the gym, apart from the fact that I finally get gym. Like, I finally get it. I remember this one day I was really stressed because I really need my girlfriend to come, but because of COVID and I was at a madness, it's just not happening. I was just stressed, man. I was just stressed. I woke up at 4 in the morning and I just went to the gym and I killed that workout, yo. I killed that workout. Like, I killed it, dog. I needed it. I get it. I get gym. And sometimes it's just so exhausting, man. Sometimes you're just there lifting and you feel like you have no energy whatsoever. But
about training is by far the hardest thing ever. Like, I had to eat properly, you know, to survive this thing. And even eating properly not good enough. I like the energy right now, the more I drink it.
dog, suck some days. It's the best thing ever. And when you have a trainer like Quinn who always like so full of life, he's always full of life and encouraging, you know. What's the first thing you said to me?
Welcome to your first day of pain.
Like, you come and it's like, oh gosh, I really don't feel like this today. And then Quinn comes like, yeah, what's going on? We're doing this, let's destroy this. And you're just like, oh gosh, Quinn, really. But like, look at this dude, just look at this dude. This man really going lower than me. This is mad. Quinn loves himself, and you know what he's able to do exceptionally well because he loves himself? He gets to love his woman exceptionally well as well. That's another benefit of loving yourself. You see, you love yourself, you take care of yourself, you are in a healthier place physically, mentally, emotionally, so therefore you can be way more efficient in treating the persons that you love and care about better, because you don't have to focus on issues that you have to deal with per se, because you love yourself and you've already taken care of it. You've already taken, I want to say cared. You took care of yourself. So since you took care of yourself, you are now free and happy and clear and can't find the other word to take care of others. So love yourself. I think it's about 9 minutes, I'm not sure. Love yourself. Love yourself. Learn to love yourself. But yeah, special thanks to my Patreon supporters. I did not forget y'all. I see you. I need to do stuff for y'all. I know and I understand that y'all support me there just for the sake of supporting me, and even if I don't post, you're still gonna support me. But I feel bad, so I kinda wanna give you something. You see, I just look at myself and I'm just smiling because I love me. And that's the purest, this is the purest it has ever felt. Anyway, today's a busy day, so goodbye. Do something nice for somebody today. What is on isn't very steady, so I had to hold it properly, and there we go.